are you? Hi, my name is Kaye with Voice of America Burmese Service, and I'm such a fan of your work. And I wanted to ask you, I'm sorry, I wanted to ask you about this film, The Lady, and why you decided to make this film.
Because Aung San Suu Kyi is probably the most beautiful person I've ever met in my life, and her fight is very noble, and she needs some help from the artist community. She wrote this little line a couple of years ago: "Use your freedom to promote ours." So that's what I did. I use my freedom because I have freedom that unfortunately artists in Burma doesn't have. So I use my freedom to make a film about Burma, about the people in Burma, about her, and about love, because love is the strongest weapon. And but I wish one day uh, a Burmese director will be happy to make a film in his country about her. That,
I think you're doing such an amazing job, and this has really shed the spotlight on the country and its politics and the lady itself. But there are critics who say that this is a love story, and the struggle for Burma, it's been a long fight. What do you say to critics who say this is like a facade, a veneer of the real tragedy?
you always have the choice to talk with critics or the people who love the film. What's wrong about love? You know, we are in a world very cynical. So some people are scared about love, but I'm not.
And last question, Aung San Suu Kyi is a very personal woman. She's very private, especially about her family. Why did you decide to choose a film about her private life? Because she's usually never
Because the first the public life, people knows it. You can go on the internet and you will know about the politics and what happened in Burma and the history. What we don't know is how she made it. How a 50-kilo woman fighting against 300,000 military for almost 25 years. How she made it. How could possibly in her mind and her heart she can survive that. And that's why I was interested by not the privacy but the inside, how it works. How when you can't see your child, when you lose your husband, when you have no liberty, how you survive. So we need to know how she made it, because it can help us also to survive in our lives. So she's such a good example. That's why I want to know the inside. 6,000, which is pretty good. And before to start the scene, we take the megaphone and talk to these people and say, listen, it's a subject very sensitive, it's about Aung San Suu Kyi, so can you please not taking picture with your phone and not go on the internet, because we want to finish the film in peace and we are fighting for a good cause. And you have 6,000 people who said, okay. And actually, none of them put anything on the internet. None of them did one picture with me. You do that in Europe, my brother will put it right away. So I love that from Asia.
Michelle, how are you? I'm Kaye with Voice of America, and I'm from the Burmese service. And I wanted to know more about the film, and when you went into the country, I heard that there was a lot of security and a lot of scrutiny. But then now there's so much reform in the country. Are you optimistic about this reform?
You know what, we always have to be slightly optimistic, just warily optimistic. What we want them to do is to have dialogue, and I think if there is no dialogue, then there will be nothing going forwards. The most important thing right now is the attention of the world is on them, and they should, we hope, because at least the President Tenzin has been having meetings with Dorsu, and I think he understands very well that Dorsu is someone that can help them move forwards with the reforms, and also, for the will of the people and what do they really want. So we are hopeful.
You did I've seen trailers of it, and I think that you did such a great job in portraying Aung San Suu Kyi. My other question to you is, She's very really secretive about her family life and her friendship and her personal life.
Yes.
Why did you decide to portray her, and how was it easy for you to depict her personal life?
You know, as storytellers, what we try to do is the human drama. Because with the politics, it is not difficult for you all to find out what she is fighting for and how she is trying in the pursuit for democracy for the people of Burma. That you can go on online, you know, and all the things, learning about politics will give you a very clear understanding. And because there is such a powerful story of love, and I know Dosu is not going to like it because, like you say, she's always been very, very private. But that is what inspires people. That is what, when people see, they are moved and touched by what a family, a woman, a husband did for her people and her country. So I think that's why we wanted to tell the story this way. We're not trying to teach people politics. I don't think that's in our position at all. We're filmmakers where we tell story, and we hope that the magic of cinema will be able to transport you to the beautiful country of Burma, to learn about the hardships that went on in the 80s.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, I think you really do resemble her in many ways, and it's
Thank
your
you.
stature too and your aura. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.